Now I am addressing this video directly to Armour Mia Motley, the Honorable Prime Minister of Barbados. And I want you to know forthrightly that I, the father of Annette Rosette Williams, is demanding, not asking, I'm demanding the return of my daughter, my grandson, my great-grandson, and Annette's mother and her friend back home to my residence in Duncan St. Philip. My home in Duncan St. Philip, where they live, is isolated from any other house. It is about 25 feet in from the main road there, and there is no house closer than 75 feet to that home. So therefore there is no need for you to act like Hitler in Nazi Germany, because this is what you are becoming. You are becoming a Nazi dictator. You and other leaders, by grabbing people from their home to take them to some isolated concentration camp, because that's what they are. They are concentration camps. And we know what happened when Hitler took people from their homes. They disappeared. You all are using a fake pandemic to intensify power over the people, take away all their rights and their God-given freedoms, to push on the people ineffective experimental gene-altering therapy, which is killing thousands of people, leaving others paralyzed, denying early treatments, which is the answer. Several doctors and scientists around the world have used therapeutics with great success to cure this man-made virus. It is completely treatable and curable. Early treatment, if diagnosed, is the answer, not isolation, quarantine, lockdowns, masks. None of that works. If you free-brained people would understand that for a year and a half you all been going about things in the wrong way, and it have not worked, and it will not work. Early treatment is the answer, not masks, not lockdowns, not quarantines. You cannot achieve herd immunity with quarantine. The young people have natural immunity and is a 99% survival rate for all young people. The people at risk, the older people, are supposed to be treated early with hydroxychloroquine, zithromax, zinc, vitamin D and E. And the recovery rate is within 2 to 3 days, with no hospitalization. Doctors have used it, proved it. Joe Rogan, the most famous podcaster in the world, proved it just 2 weeks ago. He came down with the virus. He took Regeneron, vitamin D, C, E, and other therapeutic protocols, and in 2 days he was completely virus-free. This is completely curable within a matter of days with no quarantine. Why will you take my family out of my home in Duncan St. Philip that is isolated all by itself to take them down St. Lucie or some other cockamamie place where they're going to be infected. It makes no goddamn sense, Mia. You're acting a complete fool. You have not got that authority to grab people from their homes unless you are Hitler. And you is becoming a communist dictator. Well, let me tell you something. You are traveling and walking on very slippery slope. Okay? You're messing now with the wrong person. You return my daughter, my grandson, and all my other relatives or mother back to my home in Duncan St. Philip right away. What they need, if they are really have the virus as you all try to falsely claim, which they do not, claiming that my stepson tests positive on this job, so you grab the whole family. No. If he did test positive, you treat him with either hydroxychloroquine or ivermectin, along with vitamin D, C, zinc, and E. And in 2 days, it's okay. This is proven by the greatest research scientists out of Texas. There's also brunicinide steroid inhalant. Cures the virus in just 40 hours. There's niacin iodine diluted by 1%. Gargle, and it kills the virus in the respiratory tract and in the throat. This is not a pandemic, it's a fake pandemic for a world global reset by Charles Schwab, the Rockefeller Foundation, Bill Gates, and all these people who want to play God, and you stupid politicians going along with this nonsense. No, I'm demanding the release of my daughter and all her other relatives back to my home in Duncan St. Philip. I'm not asking you, I'm demanding you. There will be consequences if you keep doing this. Okay? There will be consequences, Mia. One way or another. You will face divine vengeance from God from which you cannot escape. All you people who are trying to replace Christ and act contrary to God's divine mandate for freedom and justice for the people will face divine judgment. Quarantine is not the answer. Early treatment is the answer. This virus is completely curable in 2 to 3 days if therapeutics are used right away. Regeneron, brunicinide, hydroxychloroquine, ivermectin, vitamin D, C, E, and zinc, niacin iodine as a gargle, diluted by 1%. Okay? So there's no need to take my daughter, my grandson, my great-grandson, her mother, and my daughter's husband and take them where you want to take them. The FU is Hitler taking them to a Nazi concentration camp. I demand release. Back to Duncan St. Philip, to my home. My home is isolated from any other house. So why should you take her to some other place when my house is not close to no other home? Even if she had it, which she do not have it, then she could be treated at home with therapeutics. Okay? No. You don't take my daughter to no blasted Nazi concentration camp. I demand release. If I have to travel to Barbados, Mayor, I will go right to that place and take them out and defy you or anyone to stop me. Okay? You are on a slippery slope. Return my daughter and my relatives back to my home. Right away. I'm demanding you.